Okay. Cool, it's a really nice introduction.
Welcome to Christie's for this special auction of guitar icon Jeff Beck's incredible collection. Join us now as we look at some of the sales highlights. So we're spoiled for choice here, but this is obviously a highlight.
No, spectacular instrument. 1959 Les Paul, flame top as they call them. Tell us about this guitar.
Jeff bought this in early 1966 when he was in the Yardbirds. I think it was his first Les Paul, and he used it straight away, famously at a BBC recording, Ready, Steady, Go, and then it was on the album Roger the Engineer. So a really seminal instrument for him, and the one in the collection that's been around for the longest, I would say. I feel like this has been through so many changes, like with Jeff's own hand. He changes the pickguard with the switch, and then actually completely strips off the sunburst finish, which is, I think, is a really cool monochrome look.
It does, and I always found it very curious. And these guitars were famous for their cherry sunburst finish, which often fades, but it was an interesting move that he made to strip it down to its natural maple cap top. There's great performance history with this guitar, isn't there?
Actually, it's unique because it's been played by Jeff, Jimmy Page, and Jimi Hendrix.
Oh God, it doesn't get much better than that, does it?
No.
Iconic.
From Gibson to Fender.
Let's go. You know, Eric Clapton said, a Stratocaster is a perfect rock and roll machine, and Jeff Beck said the two most significant human endeavors and successes have been the wheel and the Fender Stratocaster. It became his go-to axe, I think, in his mid to later career, after he turned his back more or less on the Les Paul. Tell us about this.
Well, I think that this is Jeff's sort of Buddy Holly Strat. He loved it. He said it should be in a museum. He said it was a pain, but when you tuned it properly, it would sing to you. He got this actually from Steve Marriott of Humble Pie after a late night session. And then at the time it had a Telecaster neck on it, and Jeff put on this beautiful, incredibly worn maple Strat neck, which he'd already had on a strip Strat that he'd used to record Cola and other albums with the second Jeff Beck group. And so it was a well-worn, beautiful neck that he paired with the most beautiful sunburst body. And this was his most prized possession, I think. Very early serial number, Kerry.
It is an early serial number, and what we'd like to see is dates in the back of these. This guitar in the tremolo cavity is dated 54 as the year it was made.
And actually, what I love about this guitar is the wear. I mean, I'm sure it had a lot of wear when he got it, but this was definitely played hard. Actually so hard, in fact, that we found a picture of Jeff using this as a pogo stick at a gig in New Jersey in 1980. So whilst it was a prized possession, he was not afraid to use it. It's an incredible, beautiful instrument, and certainly one that fans will recognize, I think.
Spectacular. Great guitar.
Okay, they're doing the tour of the showroom, basically.
You can't talk about Jeff Beck without talking about this guitar and Seymour Duncan.
Exactly. Known as the Telegib because it is a hybrid guitar, a Telecaster body with Gibson humbuckers, Gibson frets. It was made as a present for Jeff by Seymour because he was devastated that the original PAFs had been taken out of the Les Paul, and he wanted to make a guitar that Jeff would love. And by all accounts, Jeff did love it. He used it straight away, and it's notably on the Stevie Wonder song of Blow by Blow called "'Cause We've Ended as Lovers," which Stevie had originally written for his wife Cyrita. So actually amongst Jeff's Brodies and crew, it was always known as Cyrita, and whenever he played that song, he'd play the Telegin.
Rich story.
Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing guitar, and actually clearly one that Jeff loved throughout his career. He even took it out on the 2022 tour. It didn't get played in the end. I think he was worried about it getting stolen, but it was clearly something that he continually picked up and played throughout his career. Thank you for joining us for the auction live stream, which will begin in a few moments. We hope you enjoy it.
Here we go.
So serious. Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome here to Christie's in New York, in London, I should say. I'm thrilled to have you all here in London, and to those of you joining us around the world, Christie's New York, in Asia, and everywhere else, joining us on Christie's Live, a very warm welcome to you. I'm Tash Perrin, and my colleague Yuge Wang and Eugenio and I are going to be your auctioneers today, joining this incredible team for today's wonderful sale. Celebrating the ultimate guitarist's guitar hero, Christie's is thrilled to present the Jeff Beck guitar collection. Spanning his almost 6 decades long career, from joining the Yardbirds in 1965 to his last tour in 2022, we have over 130 guitars, amps, pedals, cases, and tools of the trade used by Jeff Beck. A multi-Grammy award-winning artist, twice inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, his inimitable sound led to collaborations with countless international renowned musicians and friends, including Jimmy Page, Jimi Hendrix, Ronnie Wood, Rod Stewart, Stevie Wonder, Steven Tyler, Joe Perry, Billy Gibbons, Eric Clapton, David Gilmour, Tina Turner, Niles Rodgers, Mick Jagger, and so many more, Johnny Depp, amongst many others. Zeta Gibson, Amelia Walker, and the entire team would like to thank Sandra Beck, Colin Newman, and Sean Hartman for their wonderful collaboration today. And Jeff Beck was a long-standing supporter of the Folly Wildlife Rescue. And we're very happy to say that the last 4 lots of today's sale are going to be sold to benefit this incredible charity. So with that, I'm very happy to say we can begin today's sale. Please remember that the purchase price payable is the sum of the final bid plus the buyer's premium and all applicable sales or use taxes. Bidders should note that the auctioneer may open the bidding on any lot below the reserve by placing a bid on behalf of the seller. I, as the auctioneer, may then continue to bid on behalf of the seller up to the amount of the reserve, either by placing consecutive bids or by placing bids in response to other bidders. Information regarding lots in today's sale, the location, or any other information can be found at the registration desk where you picked up your paddles, or on Christie's.com. We have 2 withdrawn lots here today. We have withdrawn lot 75 and lot 123. But having said that, I'm thrilled to say we can begin with lot number 1. This is the custom shop Jeff Beck Esquire reissue right here. Thank you, Tommy. Let's begin, shall we please, at 4,000 pounds already for this, at 4,000 pounds, at 4,000, 4,002, 4,005, at 4,005, 4,008, already here with me at 5,000 pounds. At 5,000 pounds, 5,005, I see you online. 6,000 is here with me. 6,005, 7,000, still here with me. The absentee bidder has the bid. 7,005, 8,000 with the absentee bidder. At 8,005, I see you, Christie's Live. 9,000 is still here with me. At 9,000 pounds. Anyone else coming in at 9,000 pounds, 9,005, thank you. At 9,005, I saw ahead of you on Christie's Live right here in the room. 10,000 is your bid. 11,000, I saw here first. 11,000, 12,000 with Carrie. 13,000. At 13,000 pounds, 14,000. At 14, 15,000. At 15,000, 16,000, 17,000. At 17,000 pounds. At 17, thank you for your bids. Your bid, 18,000 is now online, 19 straight back at 19,000 pounds. Right here, 20,000 in a new place, 22,000 pounds. At 22,000, against you, Yuge, right here in the room. 24,000 pounds, 26,000. Off to a cracking start. 26,000 pounds is right here. 28,000, 30,000 is bid at 30,000. At 30,000 pounds, right here.
I think this is going to go up
online, 35,000
at least to 100K.
At 35,000 pounds. In the second row, 38,000, 40,000.
It's not the Oxblood, which
no hesitation.
it might even go
right
up to half a million,
40,000
but it's definitely
anywhere else at
a really,
40,000 pounds.
you know, important
It's
guitar
right here. Last
for
chance
any
to
Jeff
you,
Beck
Julio,
fan.
and anyone else on the telephones on this side, 42,000, 45,000. Back in the room on this side at 45. At 45,000. At 45,000. Anywhere else? 45,000. Yuge looking right at you. 45 is it here. 48,000. 50,000. At 50,000. 50,000.
It's very interesting to notice that there is a credit limit for bidding for new accounts like mine, so it can't bid over 50K.
55,000, 60,000 at 60,000 pounds. In the room at 60,000, right here and selling. Fair warning to you on Christie's Live. Anywhere else on the telephones, I will sell
60.
Right here at 60,000. Last chance. And selling first lot.
That's pretty low. Still low for a Jeff Beck guitar.
Pounds. Well done, thank you. Paddle 225.
Cool. Hammer price 60K.
Lot number 2 is this extremely rare Marshall. The super tremolo amplifier head, Jeff Beck's favorite amp of all time from 1968. And we can begin already
Let's
with
see this
bids on
one.
my book at 3,005, 38, 4,000 pounds already here with me. At 4,000, 4,2, 4,5. I'm paying attention. 4,8, 5,000, sir. 5,000, 5,6 with me, Nick. At 6,000, thank you for coming in. 6,005 on Christie's Live at 6,005. Anywhere else at 6,500. 7,000 online at 7,000 pounds. 7,500, thank you. I see you on Christie's Live at 7,005. I just have to check in. At 7,005, the bid is still on Christie's Live. Anywhere else at 7,500. On Christie's Live, fair warning, 7, yes, thank you. 8,000, I saw you in the room at 8,000. Against the online bidder, 8,005, they're back at 8,005. How about 9?
This is indeed Jeff Beck favorite ad for amplification.
9,005.
The Super Tremolo GTM 45.
11,000 against you.
It's history.
At 11,000, Christie's Live has the bid at 11,000. Shall we try 12? 12,000 elsewhere.
The next ones coming up are the Gibson and the solid body and the touring flight case. 2 pickups,
right here at 13,000.
Univox amp, which is the one,
right here on Christie's Live. Last chance on the telephones. Anywhere else, 13,000.
which is the one that I covered in the first video from yesterday. The Univox 6x10 cabinet.
Ooh, that was close. 14,000, right here at 14,000 on the angle.
Lot 7 is the
15,000.
Oxblood Gibson Les Paul.
So that could have been a very expensive shade. 16,000. At 16,000. Back in the room at 16. Against the online bidder. It is here on the angle at 16,000 pounds. At 16,000, still with you. 16,000, last chance. Anywhere else on Christie's Live at 16,000. It's looking promising. 17.
Yeah, I think actually the
I like the team effort.
Oxblood is gonna be
though. Thank you for your
probably
bids.
$1 million.
17 it is on Christie's Live and selling for 17,000 pounds. Last chance at 17. Sold for 17,000 pounds.
Not bad. Not bad, actually.
Paddle 3265. Lot number 3. This is Jeff Beck's famous 1959 Les Paul, known as the Yardbirds. Thank you, Teddy. Played by Beck in the Yardbirds, the Jeff Beck group, and was also played by Jimi Hendrix and Jimmy Page, showing right here. Let's start, shall we please, at 28,000 pounds to begin, at 28,000, 30,000, 32,000, at 32,000 pounds, 38,000, 40,000, at 40,000 already here, at 40,000, 42,000, at 42,000, 45,000, at 45,000, 48,000 with me, at 48, would you like 50 online? At 48, 50,000 is bid, 55 is with me.
He went
Already
straight
here,
out
55, 60,
my
000,
current
so
max bid available.
at 60,000 pounds. 65, welcome back. 70,000. At 70,000. 70 in the room. 70,000, 75,000. Welcome back, madam. 80,000 in a new place. 85,000. At 85. Yes, 90,000, 95,000. At 95. Should we try 100? 100,000 pounds. 110,000. At 110, 120, 130,000. At 130,000. 140,000, 150,000. Another team effort. This is wonderful. Yes, 140,000, 150,000 is here. Thank you for your bids. Carrie Keene now has it at 150, 160. Straight back at 160, 170,000. Welcome back at 170,000. Carrie, what are we doing? 180,000. At 180,000. Do you want to try? 180 is against you. It's 180,000. 190,000. 200 sale room, 8,500 against you on Christie's Live. There you are back, 9,000. At 9.
9,000.
TikTok,
For the
9,000 it is.
Raspberry.
It is here,
6x10
9,005.
speaker.
We have a long sale. 9,500 is here. Anywhere else at 9,005. Last chance then, Christie's Live. You're back at 10,000. At 10,000. Here at 10. It is here. 10,005. Let's try 11. Let's try 11. We've come this far. At 10,005. Last chance to Christie's Live. 10,005 it is on the telephone and selling. Fair warning, my gavel is up and selling. Adrian, your bidder, oh, in time at 11.
Back.
At 11. It is here at 11,000. Fair warning then, and selling for 11,000 pounds. It is here. Fair warning. Oh my goodness. 11,500. At 11,500. Christie's Live. Let's sell this lot. At 11,500. Shall we go 12? It is on the telephone at 11,500. Looking straight at you now. 12 would be next. 11,500 against you on this side. Last chance and selling for 11,500. Your perseverance is paid off, Adrian, at 11,500. Sold 11,500. 827. Lot number 7 is the infamous Les Paul Gibson, known as the Oxblood, adoring the cover of the Blow by Blow album. Fan for many of us. Where should we start on this? How does 240,000 pounds sound at 240,000? Starting at 240,000 pounds, 260,000, 280,000, at 280,000, at 280,000, at 280,000 pounds. Anywhere else at 280,000. 300,000 I saw in the room just ahead of you, Carrie, at 300,000. 300,000. At 320,000. 350,000. At 350,000, 380,000. Now at 380,000. 400,000. At 400,000 pounds. 420,000. In the room at 420, 480,000. 450,000 with Carrie. At 450,000, Carrie's bid. 480,000 is your bid, sir. At 480, would you like 5, Carrie?
So many lots.
500 is bid. At 500. At 500. Do you want 20, sir? 520 would be next. It's at 500 here. 520,000 in a new place. At 520. Carrie, should we try 550? 550 is bid. At 550,000. 580,000. At 580. 600. At 600, will you give me 50, sir? 650,000. At 650,000. 700,000.
Oh, the Macaferri in lot 75 is back.
700,000 pounds.
He was initially pulled out. One of Jeff Beck's favorite guitars, just even for practicing.
750,000. 800,000 pounds on Christie's Live. New place at 800. Who would like 850? It's at 800,000 pounds. Christie's Live bidder at 850.
Let's see if he gets to 1 million.
Sorry, looking for 850.
I think he will.
At 800,000 pounds. $850,000. Carrie Keene's bid on the telephone at 850. Again, several places here in the room and on Christie's Live at 850,000 pounds. At 850. Carrie's bid. Do you want to come back? 9 is next. At 850,000 pounds. It is here at 850,000. Any more? 850 is the bid. With you, Carrie. Fair warning to our Christie's Live bidder. Anyone else here in the room? At 850,000 pounds. Last chance. It's here and selling for 850,000 pounds. Carrie, your bid at 850,000 pounds. Sold for 850,000. 817. Well done, Carrie. Thank you very much, and thank you for your bids.